Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with round 11 of our F1 2006 Championship Edition career mode. Yes, we're back this weekend, returning to Germany. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live earlier on in the week, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. But yeah, today we return to the Hockenheimring. Now, let's be fair, the Nürburgring, I believe, was still my best result of the season. So maybe today we're going to have some more luck here in Germany. Michael Schumacher leading the way, 15 points still clear of his teammate Felipe Massa. We are still in 18th place overall of the Drivers' Championship, and Midland still in P10. But still, the goal remains the same. I say it so often on this series. We just want to try and score some points, of course. Quickly, though, before we dive into it, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you for the support on the channel. We have now crossed over 120,000 subscribers, which is an absolutely mind-boggling number, so I cannot thank you all enough. Let's get into it, though, ready for this time round, I believe, the actual German Grand Prix. Well, I must admit, it has been a while since I drove here at the Hockenheimring, and apparently not long at all before I go and pick up a slowdown penalty. Sadly, we are on the current version of the Hockenheimring. You can see where it used to head down into the forest there out of turn 2. But yeah, really, of course, free practice is often just used as a way to learn where we're probably going to spin the car. I mean, that final couple of corners do not resemble what I know this track looks like in real life. Why does it feel like a single-lane track there through the final couple of turns? How will the turn 1 curve be? Ominous, I think is probably the best way to describe it. We're going to pick up some slowdowns through there today. Oh, and through there, apparently. Oh, someone's collected me. Not too sure who that is. I keep clicking the wrong button still. Maybe I should do a cockpit cam series. Make this game even more of a challenge for myself, but it was one of the Toro Rossos. I do often wonder whether this game is held in a slightly too high regard for what it is. You know, don't get me wrong, very, very good fun still, absolutely brutal, and a fantastic challenge that obviously you just don't get with modern video games anymore, but is it the ultimate F1 game? Still not convinced. It was very ahead of its time. I'm not going to argue against that, but yeah, send me hate down in the comments below.
Welcome to the home of the German Grand Prix Hockenheim. Qualifying is about to start, and after the first 15-minute session, the slowest 6 cars will take their place at the back of the grid in tomorrow's race.
Well, it was unfortunately at this point that I unfortunately managed to unplug my microphone as we dove into qualifying, which was a shame, especially when it was my first ever wet running inside F106. But as we make our way out of the final corner, agonisingly close to Q2, we would go less than a tenth away from Mark Webber, but we're starting P17 on the grid.
You join us for what is bound to be an action-packed German Grand Prix, coming to you from the world-famous Hockenheim circuit. The drivers like the Hockenheim circuit because it produces some great racing. Rubens Barrichello has good memories of this track because he won his first race here back in the year 2000. Unbelievably, he qualified for the race way back in 18th place. Pretty much perfect weather conditions for racing here today, so we should see some very competitive lap times during this race. On pole is Felipe Massa, while Juan Pablo Montoya starts alongside him in second. Third is Michael Schumacher. Giancarlo Fisichella completes row 2. Fifth is Kimi Raikkonen. Jarno Trulli will start from P6. Fernando Alonso is 7th. Rubens Barrichello completes row 4.
We have a cleared grid and the drivers are ready for the off. And the field move away to begin the parade lap.
Well, I can't believe I managed to unplug my microphone throughout our very first wet session here of F106, but we did survive somewhat. A bit annoyed to be out down in Q1, but P17 though on the grid hopefully will give us a chance to fight. Got to make sure we build up some temperature in the tyres ready for the start though. But yeah, Michael Schumacher I'm sure wants to win his home race. Just making sure I got the temperatures up in the tyres and also that we have got the traction and stability control set up. Let's just try and keep it clean and tidy out of turn 1. We know how scary this is going to be here.
Racing, you can really feel the tension. We are racing!
One of my worst ever reactions to a race start, but Will Stilton might be able to have a look around the outside of the Williams. I just don't want to take any risk there. As you can see, the Williams almost contact made between them. I just want to try and stay out of trouble off the start. I know we've got good pace in the car, and I want to try and fight. Great, later on. As Toro Rosso is just going to come straight across my nose. And won't even get a 6-second slowdown for that. Oh, this game. When will it go well for me?
We're hearing of an incident at turn 6. It's Liuzzi! Well, he's clearly going to have to retire from that incident today. It was Speed who was also involved. It's left his front wing with a bit of damage, but the rest of the car looks okay. He'll have to pit and get that nose changed, though.
Well, I don't know which Toro Rosso it was that took me out, but I'm happy that some karma got issued to them either way. Instantly gained up 1 spot, and to be honest, I kind of forgot about how scary turn 6 would be.
Being tired, they've heated up nicely now. Grip should be good.
So, yeah, in the end, maybe that saved us from a much bigger accident. Final couple of corners, though, hopefully, yeah, we are going to see that Toro Rosso into the pit lane then. So, going to back up into P20. How are you not on the throttle there? Out of the final corners. Looks like Mark Webber as well. Potentially with some damage.
Looks like this. Massa is first. Montoya is second. Michael Schumacher third. Fourth is Fisichella. Kimi Raikkonen fifth. Alonso sixth. He's up from 7th. Trulli 7th. He's lost a place from his starting position. Heidfeld is in 8th place.
Great time through sector 1. Keep it going.
Already up into P19, then make that P18 as we get down the inside of UG8. I feel like this track certainly has got the potential to be a race of attrition, especially Kimi Raikkonen never used to finish at either of the German venues, so we might be able to count that as a freebie. Next up, though, is my teammate Albers. So you can just see how bad the AI are on the brakes. As Albers tried to cut across me, we'll make it through. Well, hopefully we can try and get a run now on Takuma Sato out onto the back straight. Starting lap 3, just trying to take things very, very easy early on. Well, that's quite good to hear, but yeah, we're definitely later on the brakes than the AI down here, so I'm going to have to be careful of that throughout the race. And that's exactly what I mean. Well, we fire it in a bit too deep, and Sato will just take it back immediately. Should be able to get him, though, down here as well. It does often stagger me how weirdly inconsistent the AI... What's he doing? Sato, man! We've almost gone over the top of him! Well, how that isn't us out of the Grand Prix, I will never know. Well, as always seems to be the story with this game. I know I've got good pace, but it's just about not making a mistake. Okay, the ultimate price on F106, but we are taking time out of Christian Klein. Hopefully we can be trying to get past him inside the next couple of laps, but yeah, just trying to ease into the race, trying to avoid taking any kind of risks. There's a lot of scary curves here. Let's see there, sitting behind Klein through the final couple of turns. There we go. Down the inside out the final turn.
Michael Schumacher third. Fourth is Fisichella. Kimi Raikkonen fifth. Alonso sixth. Trulli seventh. And Button 8th.
That's the line we needed through turn 1. Oh, there's a battle going on just in front as well. It's Rosberg versus Jacques Villeneuve. Whoa. Had to steer out of the first curb, but Christian Klein will take it all back. What are you doing, Christian? I don't get how the AI goes slightly offline and then just immediately decide they need to stop. Very, very odd, but this is old school AI for you. There's a bit of a gap ahead of Jacques Villeneuve, though, to the next car, so if we can get through this little gaggle, we might have a bit of free track running again.
A third of the way into this Grand Prix, Massa is first. Montoya is second. Michael Schumacher third. Fourth is Fisichella. Kimi Raikkonen fifth. Alonso sixth. Trulli seventh. And Button 8th.
You're going to push forward, you're at 15th.
We get down the inside of Christian Klein on the exit of the final corner. hopefully this time around we'll make it stick. Come on, let's do what we did to Clean on Nico. Yeah, there we go. Down the inside of the German. Back at a P14. Zach Villeneuve as well, not too far in front, despite clearly... Oh, that's not the line. But we can often get away now. We're getting through turn 1 with just a single downshift when we get the rotation point right.
Michael Schumacher is in second. He's up from third. Fisichella third. Fourth is Alonso. That's a gain of 1 place. Kimi Raikkonen fifth. Trulli's sixth. Seventh is Button. And Massa is eighth.
Running in 11.
There we go. Some cars running light early on in the race, but if you told me heading into this, the exit of the final corner here would be my best overtaking place, I never would have believed you. But not long before we box.
Okay, scheduled stop next lap.
Massa already has pit, but we're aiming for, I believe, the BMW of Heidfeld, who's just exited out of the hairpin. No! No, no, no. Go, 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 go. Ran just a little bit wide through the final corner. And maybe our engineer's going to get mad at me. Tyres, come on. Don't make mistakes now, Matt. We're going to box the end of this one. A little bit of slipping and sliding as we round our way through in towards the final turn. No, I've missed the pit lane entry. There we go. That's all right. Gathered it up again. That's okay as we head down into pit lane then. Got to make sure that we get a nice, clean, tidy pit stop as well. But, oh, that's been an interesting first stint. A couple of dicey moments, but for the most part...
Lap 12.
What?
Massa is first.
They've not boxed me!
Coulthard is second. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya.
Why haven't they pit us?
He's
No!
second. Fisichella fifth. Alonso
Well, that's cost us
sixth.
about another 15 seconds then.
Places. In seventh is Raikkonen. And Trulli is eighth.
Is it because... Surely it can't be because Alba's planned on pitting. Surely they can't box me because of that. We're down to 0 laps worth of fuel. If they don't do it now, we're not getting any... We're not getting to the end, surely. Well, I guess this is moment of truth time then as we round our way through the final couple of turns. Are we going to have a pit stop? Oh, this time round as I almost run deep again into pit lane. If we don't get stopped now, we're just going to run out of fuel, aren't we? We won't be able to do anything else this afternoon. Please say the team's going to box me. Can see some pit crews down. There's a team. I hope it's ours. How are you meant to... What am I meant to do? What am I meant to do?
Clouds have started to close in now, and the temperature has dropped quite markedly. It's still dry at the moment, but there's a possibility of rain before this race is over.
I can't select a pit stop. Why aren't they pitting me? Why aren't they pitting me? What is this? Yep, there you go. Engine's gone. And we are out of fuel. What on earth is that inside F106? I have never seen anything like that in my life. We've never had to select a stop. We've never had to tell the team we're boxing. They just aren't.
It's been a captivating weekend here at Hockenheim. Plenty of action, plenty of surprises. It's been typical of the type of racing we get here. I've enjoyed it enormously, and we hope you have too. Next stop on the Formula One circus is just 7 days away, with a trip to the tight and twisting Hungary, 19 kilometres outside of Budapest. We look forward to you joining us there for the action. See you next week. Goodbye.
Well, I do not know what to say. Juan Pablo Montoya takes the win ahead of Michael Schumacher, but you can see a lot of cars unable to make it to the end of the GP there, including the race leader, Felipe Massa. But I reckon we would have been close to points again today. You know, if we might have made a mistake or something like that towards the end, but we were making good progress up through the order. I have never seen a glitch like that inside F106, and that is super, super annoying there. Schumacher now with a 23-point lead over his teammate as we head into the final few races of the season. And Montoya now ahead of Fernando Alonso with another big result. Ralf Schumacher more points, bumps him up ahead of Rosberg and Mark Webber. But we're running out of chances to score points this season. We're running out of chances to give the team a little bit of hope as well there, as McLaren now re-jump Honda into P3 and could be a threat to Renault by season's end. But please let me know down in the comments below if I completely missed something, if I was meant to do something today, because I genuinely have no idea. Thank you all so much for watching nonetheless, and we'll be back very, very soon with more of the F106 career mode. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.